Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Founders Room. I'm your host, Christabel, and today we're talking about something every founder needs to understand. Why do investors say no? Matthew, welcome back to the Founders Room.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Let's start with something simple. When an investor says no, does it always mean the business is bad?
Not at all. And I think that's one of the biggest misunderstandings founders have. A no doesn't necessarily mean your business is bad. It may simply mean the business isn't ready for that particular investment.
So a founder could walk into an investment meeting with a good business and still get rejected?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because investors are looking beyond the product. They're looking at the numbers. They're looking at the management team. They're looking at the market. They're looking at risk. And most importantly, they're asking themselves, why should I trust this business with my money?
Let's talk about trust because I think that's a big one. How does a founder actually build investor confidence?
Preparation. Your financial records need to be clear. Your business model needs to make sense. Your cash flow needs to be understood. You need to know exactly how much you're asking for and what you're going to do with it. And you need to be able to explain how that money will help the business grow.
What happens when a founder says, I just need £500,000 to grow my business?
My first question would be, why £500,000? Show me the numbers. How much is going towards equipment? How much towards staff? How much towards premises? What additional revenue do you expect? That's when the conversation becomes serious.
So saying I need money to grow isn't enough?
No. Investors want to see the connection between the funding and the opportunity. Don't just tell me what you want. Show me why it makes business sense.
What about founders who have been rejected several times? Should they keep applying?
Not blindly. If you've been rejected 3 times and you simply submit the same application a 4th time, you're not solving the problem. You need to understand why you were rejected and fix the weaknesses.
So rejection can actually be useful?
Absolutely. Sometimes a no is telling you something your business needs to hear.
That's powerful. So if you had one piece of advice for a founder preparing for funding, what would it be?
Don't wait until you need money to become funding ready. Start preparing before the opportunity arrives.
And that's really the message, isn't it? Preparation before opportunity.
Exactly.
And that's where platforms like Astute App can play an important role, helping founders understand what they need to do before approaching funding opportunities.
Exactly. Because the goal shouldn't simply be to find funding. The goal is to build a business that is ready for funding.
We've heard a lot from Matthew, but I know our audience will have questions too. Let's bring them into the conversation. We have a question from the audience. Matthew, if a business is profitable but has poor business credit, can it still get funding?
Yes, it can, but poor credit can make things more difficult. The important thing is to understand why the credit profile is weak and take steps to improve it before applying.
What if I've already been rejected for funding? Should I apply somewhere else immediately?
I wouldn't rush into another application. First, understand why you were rejected. Fix the weaknesses, then approach the right funding option.
I think that's a perfect place to end our audience questions. And it brings us back to the message of today's episode. Don't just look for funding, prepare for it. Matthew, thank you for sharing your expertise and insights with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you to our audience here in the studio and everyone watching and listening around the world. This has been the Founders Room, powered by Astute App, connecting founders and unlocking opportunities. Until next time, keep building, keep preparing, and keep growing.